Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about And Your Mother Too, which is the English title, or at least what the title of the movie translates to. I'm not going to bother pronouncing the original title because I don't want to destroy it. This movie is directed by Alfonso Cuarón, and it came out in 2001, and the main attraction was the director for me, Alfonso Cuarón. Alfonso Cuarón, he's the same director as, and this is my favorite movie that he's directed, Children of Men, and I really love Children of Men. I think it's a masterpiece, basically. I can't really think of anything that I dislike about it, and I can totally come back to that movie anytime. But he also directed Roma, which I really love, but I haven't seen in a while, but I remember really loving that movie. Gravity, I thought was decent. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, I haven't seen in a long time, but I remember liking that movie. And this movie is very well shot consistently. There's lots of nice long takes in scenes that do tell a story pretty well. And pretty much there's wonders for entire scenes in this movie. And it's really impressive and very interesting. And it always complements the film whenever they show up. They don't feel just thrown in there for the sake of having long takes in there. And for the audience to think, oh, that's kind of cool that you're doing a long take. Instead, it actually kind of serves a purpose, and it also it kind of helps show off how impressive things are and just how well these actors are able to perform with just one take, and it really shines in this movie, and everything in this movie just works for the most part. And the characters in this movie feel very authentic. They all feel like real people. Like you could meet some of these characters in your life. They would feel like real people to you. Like when characters make decisions or when they talk about their lives, it kind of feels like this could be something that one of your friends or someone you used to know or a person that you met, you could realistically see them being like one of these characters or many characters in this film. And really makes the experience feel real, if that makes sense. And this movie has plenty of comedic moments sprinkled throughout, and this movie is very funny at times. And this movie does a fantastic job at balancing out different tones. Like sometimes it's trying to be funny, sometimes it's a drama where like really dark things happen. Like not something that like kills people or is like brutally someone gets beaten to death. Like that doesn't happen. It's just like dark history with certain characters that's is really hard to watch, and that stuff I like. And I do like the directions that the plot goes. I know I don't often talk about that too much in terms of where the plot goes, but this movie does have a good plot to it, and it feels very unique and simple. It's a road trip movie that has a lot going for it, and there's a lot to take away from this movie, I feel. And I also should mention that if you're the type of person who is turned off, no pun intended, by there being lots of nudity or sex scenes in a movie, then this is not going to be a movie for you. Because within the first 5 minutes, there's 2 sex scenes. So, yeah, if that's something that bugs you and just is not something you want to watch, then don't watch this movie. And also, don't watch this movie with your family. This is not a family movie, so just getting that out of the way for you. But going back to my positives, I thought this movie was very well paced. It was under 2 hours, like an hour and 45 minutes, and it never dragged on too long for me. I always felt as though it was earning its runtime, and I just wanted to spend more time with these characters. And the movie it does the most that it can with both the runtime that it has and what it can explore with that runtime. I know that could possibly be considered one thing, but I do feel as though establishing both of those things is necessary. There were some great sound design choices. Sometimes there's a car that just drives past you, and you'll hear it in only the left channel because that's where the car is, and I thought that was pretty cool. There's lots of very memorable scenes in this film, and the movie it does get better as it goes along. I was kind of worried as to like, oh, where's this going? This could be easily very cringy and just not for me, but the movie finds a way to make it work. None of it really fell flat for me, and this movie had a really great ending also. Obviously, I can't talk about it because it is the ending of the film, but I felt as though it earned the ending that it had. or at least upon this viewing. I may feel differently upon multiple viewings. And also, one thing that I might feel differently is that I do feel as though there was too much narration in this movie. And I just felt as though it kind of detracted from the experience, and we were just getting a little too much. And I feel as though that could have been pulled back a bit, like a few times. Like, it didn't need to explain everything. But as far as issues go, that's my only real criticism with this movie. I thought the rest of the movie was pretty fantastic, and I'll totally come back to this movie again. If this sounds like a movie that's up your alley, then check it out. It's currently on Netflix. That's how I saw it, so it should be pretty easy for you to find. And with all that being said, I'm going to give And Your Mother 2 a 9 out of 10. Not quite as good as Children of Men for me, but it might be my second favorite movie from Alfonso Cuarón, although I'll have to rewatch Roma and this again, but Children of Men I'm pretty comfortable at saying that's my favorite from him. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of And Your Mother 2 and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Manchester by the Sea. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.